More than 700 children can be adopted in the Commonwealth. The kids may be in group homes without a family to spend the holidays with. We worked with the Virginia Department of Social Services to feature 35 children in November during 30 Days of Hope.
The notoriety that 30 Days of Hope gives for the children, the viewing area that it reaches, the numbers, how quickly, like I was astonished at how quickly the inquiry started coming in and how major the change was.
Thanks to our initiative, the Virginia Department of Social Services says more than 600 people are interested in foster care and adoption. Renee Mason says that there were 250 adoptions in this region 2 years ago, and last year that number grew to 266. She's getting a lot of messages.
What are the messages like? I mean, what are they saying in those messages?
I didn't realize like there were so many children out there. This is a great thing that you're doing. And we're getting though, if they can't, they can't foster, they're not in a place to foster. How can we help? Which is always a great thing, is how can we help? And I'm always more than willing to point them in a direction.
The need is so great. We're continuing to share the stories of children who can be adopted this month. 10 News anchor Jenna Zipton tells us more about one teen who wants to keep his culture.
14-year-old Justin loves fishing and has his own fishing rod, bait, and tackle box.
He's a very resilient kid. He does like video games, like all kids do. And he does occasionally like to go outdoors. He likes the zoo. He likes, of course, playing ping pong and basketball, things like that. But mostly he is reserved and stays in his room most of the time. But if you could coax him to come out, he will come out and do certain activities.
I like to stay in my room without any interruptions. I like tomatoes, such as spaghetti or tomato soup. I'll eat pizza, lasagna.
At times strong-willed and at times reserved, he knows what he likes and knows who he is. The 14-year-old enjoys Vietnamese food and culture in general, and it's something he would like to keep.
Well, Justin doesn't like to stand out, so he really would like to be in a home where everybody looks like him. He really he prefers the Asian American home. I would say he really enjoys just going to certain parks, like the trampoline park. He likes that. He likes to jump on the trampoline. He does like math and science, so I think that will be a major part of his future, maybe something like engineering or something to that effect.
Justin wants to be in an active family that does weekend activities like playing board games, eating out together, and having quality family time. He's just one of the more than 700 children we're featuring who can be adopted in Virginia, trying to find families for them before they age out of foster care without a family or support system. If you're interested in foster care or adoption, head to WSLS.com and click on 30 Days of Hope. Jenna Zibton, 10 News, working for you.